everybody, and welcome back to the Guardian of Legend. We beat Corridor 13 and got a shield for it. Now we shall take less damage. Woohoo! Onward! To Corridor 3. How do we open it? Wait. Of course, by wait, they just mean sit in the room. You know, you don't have to actually stay motionless somewhere. Open up! There it goes. Woo! Now, the end boss in this one is the upgraded version of the boss that was in Corridor 11. And, long-time killer of me is when I was young. In fact, most of my attempts at the TGL mode for this game, which is the Corridor Rush, tend to end here, if I'm trying to go for it as a one-life thing. We'll learn more about that TGL Rush later. Much later. Bullet shield. Kill off some bullets for extra points. They are worth 10 points apiece after all. Alas, that shield is chiefly useless for most of the game. It just doesn't do enough damage to be useful, really. Primarily defensive weapon that isn't all that great at defending. Hold on one moment. Haha! I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. This is awkward. That will be painful if I let it. So I won't. Aha! I like to wait for those to burst and to actually fire, and then use the enemy eraser to destroy all of the bullets, because I think it's worth more points that way. I could be horribly wrong. But now on to the bane of my childhood. Hello, sir. Makes this guy harder? Well, he moves faster for one. Maybe he moves at the same speed. But those pillars he is crapping out at us are longer. And they hurt a lot. Not to mention, sometimes he shoots out more than one at a time, and will also shoot some out with some actual velocity to them. Oh! Whoa! Ah! Better to eat the bullet than make contact with those pillars. Woo! I made that look easy, but I don't want to think of the number of times when I've killed him and had no health left. So that is one of the great things that this game has going for it. If you have any health left, then the next hit will not kill you. It will just bring you to 0. And now we get the crappiest reward ever. An energy tank. Sure, it may be a welcome thing after having dealt with that guy, but it's not enough. You know, and who cares about health when you can do something like this? It's time to get out of here. Where to next? Why, across the map, of course. Where else would we be going next? Stop by the middle of the map and do some more purchasing because we have some power chips. Woo! What do we got here? Let's go up this way. And into here. The repeller? No, that costs 500. We can't carry that many yet. We want the hyper laser. Now the hyper laser is to a point where it'll feel more usable. Of course, still not usable on the on this overhead view. Let's see, our pathway is up. Yep, that's the door. Now we shouldn't have to walk back if something goes wrong. Ow. More jungle! Aha! What do we got here? Wait, what? Well done! Ask for help? How do I do that? Well, fortunately, I know how to do that. First time through the game, though, that was by far the biggest puzzle. In fact, I'm not the one who figured it out. One of my brothers did, and I don't know how he figured it out. Good old repeller. Bad old repeller. More hit points for us. Ooh. Yeah, let's just go right on in. What could go wrong? Well, a lot of things. This is the other corridor where my attempts at a one-life corridor rush get ruined. So in the case of this one, that's because the corridor itself. That's because the corridor itself is difficult. It's just a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, and these things. Have some fireball. Ooh. Aha. Don't go away. There, as we can see, there are enemies which are completely unaffected by enemy erasers. With enemy erasers, the enemy is either destroyed by it or unaffected. Let's see if we can kind of soak up some bullets. But now we're going to need fireballs. Woo! Go for grenades on this one. The grenades like the multi-blaster are also an item which can be fired in any direction. Pump some fireballs into this fella. Ow. Okay, the Clawbot did a number on me. But we can continue forward. And we get for a reward something which would have made more sense coming out of Corridor 3. Stupid energy tank. Take a short jaunt north and pick up that. Another crossbeam. Yeah. I think that's what I've been calling it. And now our multi-blaster is upgraded. I don't know if it's actually going faster. It's just largely it does more damage and has more penetrating force going for it. Aha! More firing stripes. Which is going to pack our bullets a lot more tightly. And now for something dangerous. Remember the aggressive enemy we met in the other jungle? Well, here he is again! Ooh. I think he might actually be slower. Traded his speed for some armor or durability. But it avails him not. And we get another gun for more firepower. Whoa. Ow. Well, there's Corridor 4, which, as stated, we can't do anything with. Only sell me one of these. Let's see if we can game the system a little bit. Uh-huh. Nope! That was almost perfect. Oh well. Purchased a lander, which essentially got it to us for free. But how do we ask for help? By coming back in and asking. There we go. You can do that with any of those guys. I've never tried actually doing it with the guys in the save rooms, so I'm not so sure about them. But on we go! I have a feeling I'm going to want the erasers. Yeah, looks like we'll be running a little long with this one. Oh well. At least we have a different tile set in the background. Slightly. Definitely still looks like a forest. And yes, I did want the erasers. you can only have up to 255 erasers. And if you don't use them, you'll definitely run into that maximum. Which can be quite handy because they actually become more useful towards the end of the game. You run into more enemies that just take more punishment than they're worth. And now for a completely unique enemy. The dragon! Unfortunately, we're going to fight him exactly the same way as that guy from Corridor 13. Well, let's actually let him shoot, though. That way we can see it. That's all he does. It's actually less dangerous than the guy from Corridor 13. Because, well, the dragon doesn't shoot out homing shots. They're more dangerous shots, but more easily avoided and readily destroyed. And with that, Corridor 4 has been destroyed. We get more Multi-Blaster. Thus, upgrading it to purple. We shall experiment with it next time. See you then. Later.